Hi everyone, this is Crochet by Janice, and today I am going to redo my Crochet Patriotic Afghan red, white, and blue. To those of you that wanting to have a written pattern, I have it on the details below, and at the end of this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And the materials, I use the loops and thread yarn with red, white, and blue. And you need 2 balls of each. And then a crochet hook, 6mm, a scissor, and a tapestry needle. Okay, our first step is make a slip knot and insert your hook, and we're going to chain 186. Now that we have 186 chain, we're gonna move on to our first row. Beginning in the next chain from the hook, we're going to single crochet in the next 7 chain with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the next chain we're going to add 3 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3. Next, it's starting to form your first peak. Next is single crochet in the next 7 chains. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then skip 2 chains and move to the next chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the next chain 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet in the next 7 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then skip 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 single crochet in the next. Okay, so this is how it should look like. So we're going to repeat the 7 chains and then 3 single crochet, 7 chains, and skip 2, and we're gonna do it up to the end of this row, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, row 2, we're gonna work in the back loops only, and then we're gonna begin in this first chain from the hook. Add 7 single crochet in the next 7 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 single crochet in the next chain, which is the middle of the 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then 7 single crochet in the next 7 chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then skip 2 chains and go to the next one and add 7 single crochet in the next 7 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 3 single crochets in the next chains, next chain, and then 7 single crochet in the next 7 chains. So we're just gonna repeat this step across this row, and then I'll meet you back at the end of this row and I'll show you what to do next for our third row. Okay, I'm in the last chains here in this row, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to my last 7 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's going to be a last chain at the end. We're just going to skip that and gonna move on to our next row, chain 1 and turn. There's always gonna be 1 extra chain at the end, so you just have to skip and chain 1 and turn and go to the next row. And now we are moving to our third row. And take a note that from this row and to the next 105 rows, you're going to begin in the second chain from the hook. Okay, this is something I want to show you real quick before we move on to our next step. So those top points are the 3 single crochets, and then the bottom points are the skip 2. So you don't get confused, because you are going to repeat this step in each color for the white and the blue and for the whole blanket. So here I'm in the last chain with my 6th row in the red color. So skip that last chain and then chain 1 and turn. Grab your white yarn, went ahead and cut the red yarn, and here is my white yarn, and I'm gonna start here at the last chain. Insert your hook and grab a yarn, chain 1. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and chain over the top of those 2 tails. I'm going to repeat this step in row 2, except we begin in the second chain from the hook. So we're going to have 6 rows of white, and that's the row 7 to row 12. Then when I'm finished with my white yarn, I'll meet you back again, and I'm gonna show you how to attach the blue yarn. Okay, I finished the 6 rows of my white yarn, and this is the 12th row. The next step will be adding the blue yarn, and we're gonna do the same step. We're gonna have 6 rows of blue. Okay, I'm gonna chain one and cut my yarn. And then I'm gonna attach my blue yarn. Turn your work. I'm gonna begin in that first chain again. Grab your blue yarn and chain one. Okay, begin in the next chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 single crochet in the next, and then repeat the 7 single crochet in the next 7 chains, and then skip 2. You're gonna repeat the step in row 2 with the blue yarn until you have 6 rows. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my 6 rows of blue, and then I'll meet you back when I'm done. So here I finished my 6 rows of blue. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the end of it and move back to the red yarn, and then white, and then blue. So you're gonna have 108 rows, and you just have to continue in alternating the color, the 6 rows of red, 6 rows of white, and 6 rows of blue. There's gonna be a total of six rows of red, six rows of white, and a six rows of blue. So here it is. I finished my 108 rows, and this is how it looked like. And then I went ahead and made some tassels, but I am going to show you how I made this step by step. Okay, for the tassel, I have this 6 inches ruler that I am going to use. I'm gonna grab my white yarn. I'm gonna use this for measuring my 6 inches tassels, and I'm gonna wrap it around about 40 times. Okay, I'm gonna cut my yarn, and then I'm gonna have extra 6 inches of yarn, and then I'm gonna slip this out of the ruler. Take that extra yarn and bring it to the other side. Oops, we forgot one. Okay, then just tie a knot, make it twice. Alright, and then get like 15 inches of yarn. And we're going to wrap it around here. Around here, really tight. And that's how you make the tassel. And you have to make 24 of tassels and connect at each point of your blanket, and you're done. Thank you for watching.